And so it is time to end our journey through Rubber Soul. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well, having a wonderful, beautiful day out there as we move into the final track of our journey through Rubber Soul, the Beatles. Listening to this final track, Run for Your Life. We have burnt all of our rubber, and now we have run out of room for running. We're going to run one last lap around the bend. Not wrap around the bend. Well, I guess you could wrap yourself around the bend. All right. How about we just listen to the song? We'll talk about it a little bit after. Run for Your Life. Here we go.
You with another head, little girl, you won't know where I am. You better run for your life.
Well, that's a fun, swinging, threatening kind of track to end our playthrough through Rubber Soul. I mean, it has that wonderful swing in the rhythm. I love how Lennon sings the verse, and he sings it so clear, so direct. I mean, these words are right, and then but when it gets to the chorus, of course, the rest of the band comes in on the harmony vocals, swinging along with it. The melody is sweet. The melody is inviting and fun to listen to, and joyous and happy and upbeat. But the lyrics, I would not be surprised if this song was used in a horror movie. You know, you always got the contrast, right? And especially in more modern horror movies, you got the happy sounding song with something, of course, grim and gruesome happening on screen. This sounds like it could be used in a chase scene for like the killer hunting down someone in the hallway, like they're walking behind them. I could hear this being played. Matter of fact, let me see if I can possibly do that, but not now. I love how after each of the choruses, the guitar comes through, plays a little bit of a solo, a little ditty, and then it strikes right back to the verse. So that's like a very fun kind of structure that the song has. And I love that little bit at the end of each of the choruses when, let me pull up the lyrics, he says, that's the end, little girl. Like he kind of stabs it, no pun intended, but he kind of like stabs it at the end before it goes into that guitar solo. I think that's really nice when it comes to the structure. The point is absolutely made though. There's no mincing this meat. Well, I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. You better keep your head, little girl, or I won't know where I am. You better run for your life if you can, little girl. Hide your head in the sand, little girl. Catch you with another man. That's the end, little girl. I mean, it's a bit of an extreme response. It's a bit of an over. It's a bit of, no pun intended. It's a little bit of overkill. Well, you know that I'm a wicked guy, and I was born with a jealous mind, and I can't spend my whole life trying just to make you toe the line. Let this be a sermon. I mean everything I've said. Baby, I'm determined. I'd rather see you dead. This reminds me of a skit from Caleb City of a rap song. And a robber is sneaking into a rapper's studio to rob them. And he's waiting outside, and the rapper's like rapping his lyrics. And he's like, I'm going to kill that person. No, really, I'm going to kill this person. I'm going to see this person wait outside the door at 8:47 p.m. On May 10th, like it becomes more real. I feel like this is happening. Then it just repeats from there. Looking at the Wikipedia article for this one, it says that it was primarily written by John Lennon, although credited to Lennon McCartney. Of course, the song's lyrics establish a threatening tone towards the singer's unnamed girlfriend, claiming, I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than be with another man. The line was taken from an early Elvis Presley song, Baby, Let's Play House. It's interesting. That was the first song recorded for Rubber Soul. Interesting that it was the first song, and it's the last song on the album. This song has only one section, a verse-refrain combination, the guitar duet introducing 6-bar blues. And of course, McCartney sings in the higher register there in the harmony. It says, let's see. Since release, the song has garnered a mixed to negative response from music critics. Lennon designated it as his least favorite Beatles song in an interview. He also stated that it was one of George Harrison's favorites on the album at that time, despite Lennon's dislike of it. Ian MacDonald criticized the vocal performance and added these comments about the guitar. The guitar work, some of which is badly out of tune, is similarly rough. the piercingly simplistic blues solo suggesting that the player was not Harrison, but Lennon himself. For you guitarists out there, did the guitar sound out of tune in certain places to you? I don't believe that particular of a musical ear to really hear precisely. Or maybe I did notice, but it matched with kind of the swing of everything, so I didn't really pay that much attention to it. It just kind of passed me by. Ward further criticized the song's lyrics, calling them trite, and the melody calling it bland and uninteresting. While he did compliment Lennon's vocal performance and Harrison's lovely guitar part, he nonetheless deemed the song one of the Beatles' most dispensable items, and it was never performed live. It says that a version was performed by Nancy Sinatra for her album Boots as well. Anyways, that was a fun ending. No pun intended. I like the song. Let me know what you guys thought of it, of course, in the comments down below. What should be the next Beatles album on our list? I have no idea. We've done a decent job covering a lot of stuff. Should we go forward or should we go back a little bit more? The next album, if we were to go back, I'm looking at the discography. I guess it would be Help, of course, recorded just before this one. Maybe that's the direction we should take. We haven't done Magical Mystery Tour. I don't know. But there's one way to find out. See you tomorrow.